Hey! I'll tell you. Oh, it ain't easy. It's certainly not easy. How we doing, people? Good morning. Welcome to the Witchy Woo Show. We're going to be talking about Harry and Meghan today. What a comic show. Piers Morgan getting all very defensive over the royal family. Oh, how dare you? How dare you attack the Queen and Charlie Boy and all that? Remember, Prince Charles used to hang out with Jimmy Savile. I wouldn't mind betting he's been on It's a Knockout. Yes. Oh, my word. And Meghan Markle, she done half look quite innocent, doesn't she? She's got that saucy, innocent look about her. But I bet she's a right raver behind closed doors. That's all I'm saying. You know the type, didn't you? You know, all the butter. Oh, does she look so sweet? Yeah, but I bet she's a right raver behind. Yeah, you know where I'm going, lads. You do. You know where I'm going. Anyway, look, we don't hold no punches here, ladies and gentlemen. This is raw. This is as it is. Sharon Pembo, did you see Piers Morgan storming up? Yeah, it's all part of the shit show. Welcome to the shit show. It is, honestly, it's such a distraction, isn't it? I mean, who actually do you care? This is the thing. Morning, Sharon. Love it to see it. As Andy, as the dog, as the family, how you all doing? Are you all keep yourself head above water? Boss, been lovely, lovely. Summer's coming. It's going to be a good year. This year's going to be a good year, mate. Let me tell you. So, look, you know, what do you make of all this nonsense? I think it's a nonsense, right? I just think it's a distraction. I mean, why? And Oprah Winfrey, my goodness, jeepers creepers. What the hell is going on with this? You know, Harry, what are you playing at? What's going on? I just think it's a joke. And Piers Morgan, he gets all defensive over the royal family. Oh, man, have you seen the state of the streets? Have you seen the state of the homelessness? Have you seen the state of the food bank situation? But he's still vehemently protecting the royal family. If the royal family actually cared about the people of this country, you wouldn't have none of this. Let's say I'm a spirited individual, right? I come with the spirit of the Almighty. I really do. I've got a good spirit. I read the good book all the time. If you had someone that was God's spirit in Buckingham Palace, none of this would be going on, ladies and gentlemen, because you'd realise you had a duty and responsibility via the good book to protect others. That's your duty, to protect your country, to protect your people, to make sure they're all good and they're not going about. Where do any of these people do this? And Piers Morgan, personally, I think the BBC and the lamestream media have lost their narrative. I think, you know, even like Mickey Flanagan, the comedian, he's having a dig with it all now. Piers Morgan's just a bucket mouth, bless him, isn't he? We're all good, thanks. Love it to see it. Margie, how are you, doll? As that gorgeous looking man of yours, he's still got his motorbikes. Lovely jubbly. Auntie Mandy, hello, darling. Lovely to see you. It's all BS to make people go for the rules for racism rather than paedophilia. There you go. It's a distraction. Everything in this world, it's a distraction. It's like a Pied Piper. Yeah, it's like someone's getting their flute out and they're just playing the flute and everyone follows. They go that way. They don't look at the real deal. You know, where's Prince Andrew? Where's all the stuff that happened with Andrew? We know that he's been extradited. We know that he's somewhere out in Siberia, probably manning a radar tower somewhere in the freezing cold with a little liter wrapped around his legs. We know that the Queen, bless her, she must be having tablets to keep herself ticking over with all the scandal and scurvy that's flying around. She must have. Seriously, she must be like, oh, fuck me, the Duke. Look, they're at it again. What's the matter with these young ones? Can't they do all this stuff behind closed doors and keep it quiet like we did? What happened with our generation? Where did it all go so wrong? I bet she is. I really do bet she is. Anyway, it's lovely to see you. Craigie Baxter's in the room. How you doing, son? I do got 1,000 miles an hour when I come on here. I don't know why. It's not nerves. I don't get nervous when I talk to you gorgeous people because you are all gorgeous individuals. But I just, you know, question what it is that the media throws at you. Question these people. Why is Piers Morgan doing what he's doing? Why is Meghan and Harry doing what they're doing? Not that they're doing it, but why? What's the problem, reaction, solution behind it all? What's the bigger thing at play here? What's the agenda that they're dribbling out? Makes me laugh, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. Marshall, how you doing, son? Love it to see you. Where's the missus? Not seen her popped in for a while. You got her locked up somewhere. Lovely, jubbly. Sorry about that, ladies. Just don't know why that coming to me, but it did. I'm a natural man. These things, you know, they just pop in every now and again. But you know, the royalty is just, I don't understand God Save the Queen. You know, I remember years ago, I was at a thing in Deptford in London where the Queen and Charlie Boy was turning up, right? And there was about 20 of us that went from the school because I went to Haberdasher Aske's in New Cross. And we're all gone down there and done this and that, and we're all showing the Queen how wonderful she is. And as she walked past, and as Charlie walked past, I just thought, well, they ain't no different from me. They're just a man and a woman. What the fuck's this gig? Why are you all worshipping this false idol? What's I've never understood it. Never, ever, my whole life, call me old-fashioned, call me a boiled egg, call me what you like, but I've never understood this devotion to another man or woman. I don't get me wrong, your wives, and that's all different story, isn't it? You know, you're having a nice time with them, but to someone that's removed, you don't know them, that as a nation, we all plunder ourselves. I see it no different from like how they all used to worship Adolf. You know, get out there in them squares and they'd all be doing all that stuff with their hands and making them funny gestures, and they'd all just bow down to one man. I seriously think that's very dangerous. I really, really, really do. So Harry and Meghan, I've not watched it, can't be bothered, not interested. But there's an underlying, there's always a theme tune to what it is that they're doing. There's always a reason. There's always a timely reason as to why they take the time out of their day to do these things. There must be an agenda. There has to be. This isn't just them just come. I mean, what would possess her to do that? You know, Harry, and obviously, to me, she's. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the woman wearing the trousers in the house. I quite like it, but where's it all going? Why are they doing this? Why? That's the big question for me. That thing with the curly tail. Why? What's it all about? Apparently, someone asked what colour the baby will be, and that's racist. Apparently, same here. Ain't watching it. Oh well, there's a good chance. Right now, call me old-fashioned here. There's a good chance that it's going to come out looking a bit like Lionel Blair, because Lionel Blair was a fair, dark-skinned geezer with red hair. Now, I'm not being funny. I'm looking at the parents from afar. She's got Jamaican, West African, American native family, and he's got Ginger, right? Nothing wrong with Ginger. Ginger's just fine. Ginger is the original RNA blood DNA strand. I don't know if you know. That's why we've always had a ding at the Gingers, right? The Ginger. Because, I mean, we even had a fashion we named after him called Gingham. I don't know. We've always attacked the Gingers. But it makes me laugh. I don't know why we've always attacked the Gingers. Because the Gingers are the original. Like, oh, got a new boyfriend, sweetheart. Yeah, popping round. Where's the boyfriend? Is he coming round tonight for dinner? As they go, hey, George, he's got red hair. Can't have that. What the hell are kids going to look like? Do you know what I mean? And we have to think about these things, right? Because she's, blessed her, she's like mixed race, I do believe. She's mixed up, fucked up, just like the rest of us. We're all fucked up. Every single one of us, we're all messed up, yeah? I've got Italian stuff in there. I've got it all going on, right? That's just the world we live in. It's fantastic. Did you know, right? Did you know? But you didn't know this. That the DNA, when the sperm meets the egg, this is quite interesting. You didn't know I was a doctor. You never knew I was a doctor, did you? Right, but I am in my own way. I'm a doctor, right? My missus always called me a love doctor, but yeah, I'm a doctor. And now when the sperm meets the egg, that DNA can go back 8 generations, and Uncle Bill, yeah? Or Thingy can pop in. So, and we've had white couples give birth to dark-skinned kids, and fuck me, you've been playing around. No, it's the DNA link. Go back 8 generations. I bet you never knew that. 8 generations. Uncle Tom can pop up and go, I'm jumping back in that sack. Bosh. Comes out, oh, you know, I feel like Uncle Tom. Oh, yeah, Uncle Tom, he was always playing the spoons and that. He was having the right laugh. Do you all look like Uncle Tom, Mum? Yeah, you do a bit. Yeah, you do. This is what happens, right? So the chances of it's going to come out looking like Lionel Blair. I'm telling you now, Lionel Blair, red hair, pale, you know, mixed race skin, it's definitely coming out as a fucking Lionel Blair. I'm telling you. The kid's doomed. I'm only teasing. Dave, who's deleting my comments? Not me, son. Not me. I ain't touching nothing. It could be the Google administrators that now love my channel. God bless them all. Morning to you, Google administrators. If you sat there having your donuts or your jelly spoons this morning, having your breakfast, lovely to see us. 9 past 9. 0909 on the bottom of my screen. It's Tuesday today. Google John. Might be the Gremlins again, John. Yeah, it's not me, mate. No one's. I wouldn't delete your comments. No. Morning, Owen. How are you, darling? Lovely to see you. Auntie Manny, the baby was born to a surrogate. Yeah. I thought about doing surrogacy or crisis actor in. There's a lot of money in this stuff. Let me tell you, the Boston Bombers, the crisis actors at the Boston Bombs must have got paid a fortune, especially that geezer walking around in that wheelchair with his leg hanging off, looking all pasty. Bosh, because that's what white people do when we have a leg hanging off. The colour, I mean, we're white anyway, but the colour dries right out of us. We look like a grey blue. It's weird. It's some right weird colours. I'll never forget getting on the beach years ago. I'm out there with me leopard print budgie smugglers on, looking good, turning over in the sun every hour as you do, like a chicken on a spit. And this woman coming and laid next to me. I went, hell, Christ. I said, where are you from, sweetheart? And she opened up her mouth and she says, like, I'm from Glasgow. And I thought, fuck me, I'm not surprised, man, because England, but usually up there are blue. They're a shade of blue, let me tell you. You, man. Craigie Baxter, awake and well. Hello, darling. Get a man, Kenny Dave. I've worn them. Not really my cup of tea. So, as you may, is Laurie, is she with you this morning? Is she still panicking? Tell her to calm down. Pull her G-string up her bum cheek. She'll be just fine. Auntie Mandy, April, YT will all chat. Well, now they're all talking about a basic income for everyone. I don't know if you've seen this. Ladies and gentlemen, but they're now on bus shelters. It's probably starting out in the foreign countries to start with, like Scotland, Wales, and Ireland. Yeah, probably them gonna get it first because the English like to trial out on our distant brothers and cousins around the Isles, maybe the Isle of Man, Jersey, you know. But now they're talking about a basic income for everyone. Oh, she went home last night. Oh, bless her. I'll send her my love. Yeah, the right old chat with my old mate there, Noisy Tony, see, brother from another mother from down there in Starface, London. Beautiful part of the world where I was born, strangely enough, and where I grew up, dragged up. I wouldn't change my life for the world. The things we've been through and the things we've experienced. Oh, my day. I had the NHS letter. Did you, darling? Did it say from Harry and Meghan with love? Oh, bless. She went home last night, Tone. Oh, well. Effluent and Castle. Yes, Tone. Yeah, beautiful. No, beautiful part of the world there from Castle. Go swimming there as a kid. Used to go down and get on that old wave machine. Oh, yeah. They didn't like it when I took my surfboard in there, though, to be fair. And I concussed myself in that place years ago. I dived in the shallow end and knocked myself out under the pool and had to drag me out. And this blonde bird had to give me the kiss of life. Shit happens. So, yeah, the Harry and Meghan stuff. What's going on? Why is all this coming out? Why is Piers Morgan, you know, walking around like a little spoiled? He's like a spoiled child, isn't he, Piers? He's like a spoiled child. Can't get his own way. Storms out, does this, vehemently defending the Queen of England. Has he walked around the streets? Has he seen the homeless on the streets? Has he been to a food bank? I wonder. No, of course he didn't. I mean, he was all telling you at Christmas, stay indoors, stay locked down, peasants. Don't go out. You're not allowed out. What are you doing? What are you thinking of? Sin. Look like a harpoon whale on a beach out there somewhere in the Dominican Republic, getting his islands in the sun, tanned up. Yeah, reading his paper, snoozing. His mouth was open. Looked like he was dead, to be fair. But no, he's out there. He's telling you all to stay at home, but he's out abroad, sunning his man boobs. Yeah? The hypocrisy. You want to stay at home, Piers, and tell us all to stay at home, son? Maybe a suggestion that you stay at home yourself. If you don't stay at home, maybe not let any cameras come around you, put a mask on, change your demeanour. Call yourself Davina for a week. You know, put a Davina McCall mask on and walk around going like that. Do that, like she did on that Marcin or whatever it was. It winds me up, that woman. Top of the day to you, Dave. I do love her. I bet she's a good shag. Did I say that out loud? Davina, my God. Dave, your picture equality is very poor. How many times, Dave, do I have to tell you need the light? Oh, yeah, beware the hun from the sun. Is that? Oh, here we go. John, what would I do without you, mate? We'll do some makeup. You come do costume makeup. Be lovely, mate. You are the VT man. Let me tell you. Never, ever a dull moment. Should have chucked a lion bar in the pool for a giggle. Yes. What's that thing? Oh, yeah, we've all seen the film. What was that film where the kids are all in that swimming pool and someone throws a chocolate bar in? £1,200 a month you'll get, £500 a child. Well, the kids are good money now. My God, if you're a councillor, you sat the council. What are we going to do this month, ladies and gentlemen? There's a lot of people out there at the minute not paying their council tax. Yeah, we're struggling. What we do? Well, what we do, Gov, because we can, we're going to attack the families, the youngsters, single mothers, and that. What we do, we nick their kids. How are we going to nick their kids? Well, we use our dodgy court system. Yeah, we're going to make them have it. And yeah, we nick their kids. We'll have £500 a week off each kid. That's £2,000. We'll have a little swindle out of it. Bosh, yeah. Lovely jubbly. So that's what they've done. Piers is pooing his pants. Well, honestly, I tell you, Auntie Mandy, I think genuinely, right, most people have packed up with the media. They can't be doing with watching it. I know so many people now, right? I've got a geezer who is so far right wing, like Thatcherite, grew up with Thatcher, conservative through and through. You'd have to set his house alight for him to change his mind. I said to him last year when I was doing a bit of work for him, I said, how are you getting on watching the telly there, Rog, with the old BBC News? He went, don't know, Dave, don't watch it. I went, what? He said, yeah, no, can't be doing watching that. I said, why? Well, it's nonsense, isn't it? It's a load of propaganda. He said, me and the missus, we go out in the garden now, we do our veggie patch and that. He said, can't be doing all that stuff and reading the newspaper. It's a load of trough. So I'm like, whoa. I've got a mate round the corner who runs an Anglican church, right? Comes round here the other day, he stood at the gate. He said, I won't come in, Dave. I'm developing a nasty cough. I said, you come in, son. Don't worry about that. We don't live in fear around here. There's no fear here. There's no coppers here going to bend you up like a pretzel. Don't worry about it. Come in here. I'll sort you out some vitamin D and some other bits and bobs. Take them home, get them down the gullet. So he did. But he even turned around and said to me, he said, do you know the UK column, Dave? I went, what, on YouTube, the daily media show? He went, yeah. I said, Brian Gerrish. He said, yeah. I said, I've had a chat with Brian quite a few times. Never met the gorgeous Brian Gerrish. I've got a straight bit one there. Look. I said to her, I want it cut like Ollie Murs. Look what she's done. Okay, now. I said, yeah, I know Brian Gerrish very well over the phone and that, because I remember when Melanie Shaw got arrested by the police. Melanie's on the phone to me saying, Dave, the old Billary, what do I do? So we ain't really got a lot of choice here, Mel. They're going to come and the Gestapo are going to take you away. And she's still in prison now. But he told me that he watches the UK column all the time. Now, that's really interesting because what it's telling me is that there's this massive consciousness shift. And what it also tells me is there's no stopping it. There's absolutely no. Is that better, John? Have we got a better panoramic now, mate? Sorry about the sun coming in. It's lovely here today, mate. I'm telling you, look, check that out. Can you see outside? You can't see outside. Like E.T. looking through the window then, wasn't it? Auntie Mandy, 3 were sent home yesterday for having runny noses. Bosh. Lots of kids being sent home with test results. Parents putting their kids through a tier that's not 100%. Oh, dear. Davey Bramble B. How you going, son? Nice to see you all the way there from Canada. Lovely part of the world. Never been there. Would like to go. By the way, if any of you all live out in these exotic places like Canada, America, when all the planes start never flying again, perhaps I'll bring a pop-up tent, maybe. Yeah, we're going to get on your front lawn. Have a party, have a couple of tins. Yeah, that's what they say in Australia. A few tinnies. Morning, Trev. How are you, darling? Lovely to see you, Trev. Good day. I've known Trev for a long time. He's a top banana-rama dude. He is. He don't say no nonsense. He's like Ronseal. He does exactly what it says on the tin. So, Pete, what do you make of this? I've not watched it, right? I can't bring myself to watch the trivia. And what bothers me is that most people just sit there and believe the drivel that comes out of these people's mouths, right? They just believe it. And Dave, what you're saying about UK column? It's good. It's all right. Brian and Mike Robinson, yes, good old boys they are. Good old boys. Auntie Mandy, will classrooms be full all the false positives? It's a distraction. It's a puppet. It's a puppet, says Marshall. It is. It's disgusting what's going on. But they're losing their narrative. That's why Piers Morgan's getting up and running out. You know, they know the mainstream. Look, how many people have turned their back on the BBC? There's over 3 million households now in this country, right? And that's a big, because you've got to think of the elderly ones. And even my neighbour, who's 84, right? Who's 84. He said, I ain't paying my TV licence. because they're not doing what I'm telling them to do. He said, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, he said, it's a load of drivel. I'm like, wow. Now we're getting somewhere. Now everyone's paying attention. It's fantastic. So my neighbour's like, nah, stuff them. He said, they can put me in prison. I couldn't care less. I said, well, only a fiction can go to prison. They can only put a piece of paper in prisons. Where he looks at me and goes, you see the old eye. He don't get it. But it doesn't matter. It's all good. He's decided to stand up and make a stand. Bless his heart. It's all bollocks, as they say in Japan. Yeah, all bollocks. Yeah, better picture quality now, Davey. I'm sorry about the light, mate. But I like the light. I like sitting in the light, John. Auntie Manny, yes, the test is unreliable. I've got friends that had the test kit come through. His son wants to go to uni. Oh, you need to have a test kit done. So they got an orange out of their fruit bowl, swiped the orange, bosh, sent it off. Oh, it's fucking hell. He's tested positive. Oh, okay. Tested positive for the Rona. You make your own minds up, people. It's a puppet. Brian Connolly, that was, wasn't it? I used to love Dangerous Brian. Perhaps I'll get a Dangerous Brian suit, man, and twiggle my ears every time. Good afternoon, Paul Anthony French. How are you, darling? Lovely to see you. Yeah, nice to see you, bro. We've been on 21 minutes, Paul. You're late. Got to go back to class now. Go and sit in the corner. No, mate, I'm teasing. Don't take me serious. No, don't take me serious. As you know, I'm quite spicy in the morning. Spicy in the morning. So, peeps, what are we making of it? You know, Harry and Meghan. I'm not sure Harry's going to get an invite back to the palace anytime soon, but you don't know. This could all be a massive, like the Queen herself could be saying, Harry, you need to take the heat off my Andrew. He's been caught with his pants down. I'll need you. Because you got the red hair, son. You can take you red hair ones. You've been taking it for years. It's normal behaviour to you guys. You know, from schooling. Oh, you've got red. I love the red hair people. I really do. I went out with a girl once that had a red head, but no hair. She was lovely. Dave, what are you doing today? I'm just doing a little bit of solar, mate, wiring them up to my battery banks. Because as you know, ladies and gentlemen, I've got a lot of solar panels, and I'll put them all in where I was charging up the electric meter, and yeah, they done me over £1,000 for it last year. Beautiful company, Utility Warehouse. I would recommend them not to anyone. They are a mafia, and the people that run it are devils. Truthfully devils. So if you're a utility, I'm coming off grid soon anyway. I'll be completely off grid in the next month or two. Off grid completely. That's it. No more utility companies. BG is 77th Brigade. Yes, I don't doubt that. Who's BG? BG? Who's BG? Hang on, what am I missing here? BG, let me think about it. Let me calm my brain down a second. Hang on a minute. BG. No, I've not got it. Who are we talking about? Who's BG? Who's BG? You have to explain that one on to Mandy. Yeah, just making about 92. Yeah, I've got 92 solar panels. Unbelievable, isn't it? I know. So yeah, it is what it is. Like, guys, I would just, you've got to start making up your own minds about stuff, right? Let no man deceive you. That's in the good book. Let no man deceive you. It's time to stop Piers Corbyn, the royal family, Prince Andrew, Jimmy Savile. It's time to stop listening to the deceptions. It's time to turn the TVs off. It's time to turn the radio down when the news comes on. It's time to burn your newspapers. Oh, BG, yeah, he's good. Oh, is he? He might be. I've got no wish to harm anybody or deceive anybody. I'm certainly not a deceiver. But, you know, there's people that vehemently think that I'm a Freemason. And not as it bothers me, because I just laugh my arse off. Because the first point of that is, if I was a Freemason, I would tell you. And secondly, Freemasons are a society of secrets. They're not a secret society. If you ever ask a Freemason, are you in the Masons? Because I do it all the time. I'm out there, you know. You're like, well, yeah, what do you do for a living? Got a nice bit. Yeah, what do you do? Oh, and I've seen Freemasons who've got nothing. A lot of people seem to think that Freemasonry's got a lot to do with money, power, etc., right? Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't. because I've got a geezer in his 70s that lives around the corner from me that I do a fair bit of work for. Excuse me. And he struggles. He was a haberdasher. He used to sell wool for a living, right? Him and his missus don't have a lot, but they're very, very, very happy. And when I've been working for him, he's got all his bib out, his hammer, his scales out of his briefcase, and showed me everything and explained so many things to me about Freemasonry. So do not associate Freemasonry with someone that's always got a lot of money. Big mistake. Shouldn't do it. Armoured might be Monday, Tuesday, mate. Oh, bless you, Noisy Tone. You're a top man. Free man in plumbing, Dave. Yeah, see, I'm the local Freemason mafia in the plumbing and heating industry. Sure enough. Brian Garish. Time to do a runner, yeah. What, you off, Trev? You off, Trev? You off, son? Yeah, no, look, I'm not. But listen, the point is this. I've said to certain people, I'm not a Freemason. I've got nothing to do with it. If I have, you go out and do your research. You find out what lodge I belong to, what part of it I am. Nah, you're a Mason. I can't convince them otherwise. I've stopped trying. Nah, I know myself. I'm not a Freemason. If I was, I'd tell you. I'm not. Got nothing to do with it at all. I know 6 or 7, 8 Freemasons that Touchwood never done me any harm, and I'm pretty sure that the lower level Masons that I know, if there is bad stuff going on right at the top, like with the Duke of whatever his name is, he's the head of the Freemasonry in England, isn't he? I'm trying to think. Duke of Cambridge or something. No, not Duke of Cambridge. Duke of whatever. He's the head of it in this country. If there's stuff going on at the top, I'm pretty sure a lot of the lower level ones, like my mate who's a little haberdasher, said he wouldn't have a Scooby-Doo. They just do. They think they're doing a good thing, you know, raising money, doing this, doing that, doing whatever it is they're doing, right? So I don't know, but I know that like one of my mates who's a farrier that shoes horses for a living does very well. He was travelling the world, teaching people how to shoe horses and show them how the horse foot works and this, that, the other. I can't never see him doing any harm to anybody. Who knows? I don't know. I just take people on face value. Lord knows what goes on. And I even said to me, mate, we was having a few gin and tonics in a bar in Portugal, right? No, Mallorca. We was golf touring in Mallorca. And I said to him, how long you been in that old dib stuff then? And he went, well, so many years. I said, well, what got you into it? He said, my granddad was a grandmaster. He said, you know, I got into it. I went, oh, right. I said, you're free man of the city of London, aren't you? He went, yeah. I said, you can get your sheep and drove them over the Brit. He went, yeah. He said, all the time. No problem. I said, have you gone through it right now? And this is quite important, right? I said to him, have you gone through the risen ceremony where they stick you in a coffin and they stand you up and they say a few bits and bobs? He went, yeah. I said, did you understand the significance of being risen? He went, no, it's just a ritual we do. Don't change nothing. I went, you having a laugh? He honestly, my mate, God bless him, he's a lovely man. He's a Freemason. He didn't have a clue what it was about. And I went, you're risen from the dead. What are you chatting about? I said, well, you're declared dead, lost at sea. When you're a Freemason, you get risen. You're no longer declared dead, lost at sea. See his eyes rolling around. He didn't have a clue. Not a clue. Dave, want to laugh? Someone said Jamie's a Freemason. There you go. Anyone that speaks that has a bit of balls about them. Oh, you're a Mason. Yes, you're a Masons. It's unbelievable. But you can't change people's minds. You know, they get these preconceptions of an individual. Oh, he's got a nice house. He's got this. I don't know nothing. Never could do. None of it really interests me. As long as I get up in the morning, I'm still smiling. That's all I worry about. But you can't. I'm not going to sit here all the time and tell people that think I'm a Mason that I'm not a Mason, because they truly believe I am. And I'm not. If they want to believe that, let them believe it. It's unbelievable. So, peeps, listen, we're almost up at half hour. We've only got 45 seconds and I'm going to get going because the weather is changing. I've got to go and install some solar bits and bobs. But look, the point is this. Everything you're seeing on the mainstream media right now, and have been for many years, is a distraction. It's not in the real world, not in your world. Control and take control of the things that matter to you, like your health, your wealth, your being, your families, the things that you can all together have an input in. All these other things to do with the Queen and the royals and these celebrities, out of your reach, out of your touch. And why would you worry about it? Makes sense, right? Peeps, till next time. 2 seconds, here we go, 30 minutes. Bosh. I want to thank you all. Here, look, 0929. All the nines are out this morning. There's lots of nines popping up everywhere and threes and twos. It's spooking me out, all these numbers, 369s and all that. Anyway, peeps, listen, have it easy. Don't take life too serious. Don't worry about all the masks. They're burning the masks. Everywhere you go now in America, they're putting big bins out. They're burning their masks. They're burning the false offerings. In European countries, they're all taking their masks off. They've all gone back to normal. They're all in cafes. They're all outside having a nice time. The problem is with England, we're such a draconian lockdown and we do anything that our public servants tell us. It's a very fucking dangerous place to be. That's all I'm saying. Peeps, I love every single one of you. I want you all to be special. I want you to have special, special days. I want you to keep your vibrations risen. I want you to keep your family surrounding you and your friends in high vibrations, smiling, chirping, having a good time. Because when you're having a good time and you're smiling, chirping, you're not letting this shit show take control of your life. All right? So I'll see you all very soon. Take care of yourselves. Thanks as always for tuning in, sharing the light, sharing the love. Dave Brambleby, God bless you, my friend. Marshall Wade, Trevor Good, Auntie Mandy, Craigie Baxter, all the people up and see in the chat, and anyone that I've not mentioned, you take care. Noisy Tone, give your mate a cuddle for me. Bless her, she seemed worried shitless yesterday. Paul Anthony French, John Taylor, thanks, son. Nice to see you. Sonia Ballard Scott, take care of yourself, doll. Who else we got here? That's about it, we do believe. Awaken World, nice to see you, mate. Have a lovely day. Craigie Baxter, gorgeous man. Auntie Mandy, yeah, we've done it. Owen Lloyd Marshall, have a beautiful day, my old fruit. Lovely to see you. Raj Barley, hello, darling. Sharon Pemble, God bless you. Have nice days, people. I got up this morning and I'll give a shot. I was down on one knee in this kitchen praying for the world and praying for everybody. We need to take the knee to God, man, not to any other movement. There's only one I bow for, trust me. I love you all. Stay blessed. Stay safe. Stay in love. Love, 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 love conquers all. Trust me.